Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back with another Starcraft 2 1 versus 1 AI bot throwdown. It is going to be a TVZ between two bots that I've cast a few times on this channel. So I'm excited to see them go up against each other. A big blurb of text popping right at the start. Tag approach ender by Merkmore. Invasion detected. Vermin extermination program starts. Good luck. Have fun, MechaShark. Tag. Don't know what those tags mean, but I do find it funny that Ender is saying Vermin extermination program when it is indeed the Zerg bot. Sounds like something the Terran bot would say. Interestingly enough, two SCVs cross the map right away for MechaShark, so going to be a proxy Rax. I love this strategy. And oh, look at this. This is going to be a spicy game. Proxy Rax against a proxy Hatch. Now, in a traditional TVZ, you would say this is going to go horrible for the Terran. In a match like this, you never know. Anything could happen when it comes to the bots versus bots. And so, hit that like button if you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen. We got 17 supply for MechaShark, so if we can hit 17 likes on this video, that would be great. I'll say it time and time again that the SC bot fan community on YouTube here has got to be one of the best. It's like some videos we have like a 1 to 5 or 1 to 10 like ratio, which is better than YouTubers with millions of subscribers. So yeah, hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. More bots as this game is getting well underway. As it's going to be a tech lab, so potentially Marauders? No, it's got to be Marauders, unless there's going to be a Ghost Academy going up, but I don't think that'll be the case. So probably, yeah, Marauders with Concussive Shell coming out of MechaShark. One of the racks lifts off, so I suppose it's just going to be for vision. The SCVs go home, but this is like a TVP or a TVT build, not a TVZ one. Could be a hard counter against Ender that is making roaches with a, well, is going to be making roaches. Roach Horn's on the way with that proxy Hatch. Unfortunately for MechaShark, there's absolutely nothing back at home. I do wonder why this rack's lifted off. That's quite curious. We are on the map Infestation Station, by the way, which is a fantastic map name, but we're currently looking at like 2 Marauders are going to be going up against 6 roaches, 3 at home, 3 on the other side of the map. And this game really is spicing up. So I will say big thanks to Merkmore who suggested this in the Discord. If you guys have any bot games you want to see cast, go ahead and let me know. Join the Discord and let me see them. We got Concussive Shell on these Marauders, so in theory they should be able to micro these roaches for days. A bit of interesting targeting there, and by interesting I mean bad, from MechaShark, as it did not target the closest roach. It elects to target the one that it's already tagged, which makes sense to an extent, but it did allow these Marauders to take a hit or two. Not the biggest deal in the world. While this is going on, though, Roach is on the other side of the map, so 3 Marauders crossing the map against 3 Roaches in the main base. Now, the Marauders did seem to win very easily for MechaShark, but all the SCVs could potentially die. These Marauders could potentially die too. So we'll see which bot is going to come out ahead. The Marauders are a little bit softer than the Roaches against like a Queen, and there's no Queens on the Terran side of the map. So these Marauders could potentially go down. There's no more resources for MechaShark to build any more Marauders. These SCVs are going down. Of course, there is Mules for the Terran, but you see transitioning to Eternal Attack by Ender. I will strike at 339. Well, that's already passed. These Marauders are now working away on the spawning pool. More drones are being produced by Ender. They're starting to go down. The concern is once these buildings are killed, whether the Broodlings are going to kill those Marauders. See, the Marauders kind of run away, but they're definitely taking some heat. That's not too hot for MechaShark, as these Marauders don't have any means to regain HP. This is pretty much it for the units for MechaShark, and what a crazy game that is starting off here. All the SCVs but 1 are dead for MechaShark. There's these buildings that goes to repair that depot. I mean, that's interesting. I guess it kind of makes... There's some programming logic right there anyway, but Ender does have drones mining on the other side of the map, so things are looking pretty good for the Zerg AI. I never thought I'd see Roaches versus Marauder proxy. I might have to try this on the ladder. I don't think it would succeed at all, with the, Zerglings being a natural counter to Marauders. Yeah, one of those Marauders going down to the Broodlings is not good. The Roachworn will potentially die here eventually, but yeah, these Marauders, they're all dying. Another SCV is being produced, but Look at this. Roach is working away on the command center. It's not lifting off or anything. And this is one of the situations that you really can't program for. SCV pops, tries to repair. It does not happen. The command center is being worked away on. So I do get the feeling that this wacky game is going to go Ender's way. As, yeah, look at this. Many, many drones mining. Even another roach being produced. MechaShark is in for a world of trouble. Although this command center is floating, and there is always mule potential for the Terran, so you never know. You're telling me there's a chance. Looks like some lings and a roach are about to pop out there, but unit-wise, it's just 3 marauders against 4 roaches. Make that 2 marauders now, and they're very injured. There is a mule landing, so I mean, MechaShark's not out of this just yet. This is the Terran dream right here. These roaches are just hanging out. The circle technique is very interesting. What unit is being issued the circle command? Is it okay, it's that one Zergling, so interesting scouting pattern there. But for some reason the command center lifts off. I suppose that was due to that Zergling seeing that, so it means that the mule's not going to mine any resources. The command center's going to try and re-land, but yeah, I'm quite confident that MechaShark is dead here, barring a miracle. Now, there is high ground vision, so those marauders can work away on the Zerglings. There's a chance they can micro these roaches to death. The supply depot is going to burn down eventually. The marauder's still hanging out here. The command center is going to land. But yeah, another roach warren's on the way, so that's pretty concerning. There is the 2 racks still alive, so potentially MechaShark can start making some more marauders here on the other side of the map. That one mule, unfortunately, going to total waste. But the other mule mining away. And an SCV did just get produced, so the command center is going to be repaired. Oh my gosh. There's not a lot going on in this game, but you never know. You never know. Okay, so Ender's still mining away, not producing anything but 1 drone, no queen at this base. So very delayed on that. It could produce quite a few roaches with the resources it has, but it lacks the larva, and it is just producing drones. This command center is being repaired up. More and more SCVs are starting to pop out for MechaShark, so you're telling me there's a chance. This mule gonna have a friend soon as that gets dropped. Another SCV popping out. The orbital command is being repaired, spending all of MechaShark's money, but now the mule's keeping that going. That boy's gonna drop off another one before it perishes. So the CC will be healed up, and I imagine that's when we're going to start seeing things happen for MechaShark. It is going to mine gas, even though it absolutely does not need that right now. But anyway, SCV counts up to 4. That's 4 times the SCVs it had before. And Ender is producing a spine, it's producing a spore, which I definitely don't mind in this situation, but if you were a human player, it'd be like, go kill the Terran, move those roaches. Instead, it's just sort of hanging out there. And another SCV is being produced. How many are being queued up? Where's all the money going? It's spent money on 2 refineries, which is not ideal for MechaShark at all. So really just the mules are mining the minerals, but it is still building up on SCVs, so eventually it will go back up. And I want to see if it crosses the 100 mineral line, if it'll make a marauder. Ender morphed 2 Ravagers, interestingly enough. Those actually do better against marauders due to their higher range. Let's see those resources go on up. Okay. There's a drone coming forward. Gets gunned down by the marauders. The roaches and ravagers still just hanging out there. Ender is sending out more drones out on the map. Okay, more ravagers are morphing. Like, this has got to be Ender's game, 100%. I know that that's famous last words. We're gonna cross 100 minerals soon. Do we have the marauder on the way? Show me a marauder. No marauder. Where's this SCV going? It's gonna build a depot. Okay, then a marauder, please. These racks are quite a ways away. Okay, it's gonna be a factory. I wonder how long Ender is going to give MechaShark before these bots re-engage. It really does show quite a bit of depth to these bots, that they are rebuilding up armies. They're still doing their thing. Like, there's no way you can program for a situation like this. So this is just purely good bot design that allows them to come back from basically nothing to start building up. Like, of course, it's not efficient. Ender could throw up a couple more hatcheries, that sort of thing, but it's still producing units nonstop. It's now got up a queen. It's making another queen. It even invested in static defense. It's got drones moving all over the place. I wonder where this drone's going, just scouting out. Yeah, so it really is incredible to play by these bots. A Hellion's on the way, so we do have units being produced. Unfortunately, Hellions are awful against roaches. A Ling's coming down the ramp here. That's going to be scouted. The Ravagers are coming down. Oh boy, that Ling goes down. Now it's 2 Ravagers and a Roach against these 2 slow Marauders. Make that 1 slow Marauder. That's not good. This Marauder's got a lot of work to do, but the Ravagers with their high range can potentially deal with this. SCVs are being pulled. A Hellion is now out. Maybe that can buffer for the Marauder. It's all about whether this Marauder dies or not. It's got a lot of weight on its shoulders. Another Hellion's being produced. The Ravager is targeting the Hellion, but then it goes down. The Marauder's so low on HP. A drone comes forward, keeps that Marauder busy. The Marauder gonna shoot that drone dead, kills it. There's just 1 Ravager in this mineral line. I mean, oh, it does go down. Oh no. Now there's nothing here for MechaShark. Was this rebuild up for nothing? I mean, the fact that it lived this long was kind of a blessing, but oh no, it's gonna have to lift off again. Oh dear. Oh no. The starport's not gonna finish. I don't believe Ender has, or MechaShark has building canceling behavior. And it was so close. It was building the starport. It had just rebuilt all those SCVs. Now all it can do is lift and lower depots. And it's doing a fine job of that. But unfortunately, that's gotta be it, right? Like, Ender is in a fine spot. This 1 Ravager remains unchallenged and shall be unchallenged forever. As I'm pretty sure if MechaShark gets 50 minerals, it's just going to build another SCV that dies. And this mule will not even manage to do that. So, that's got to be game, right? That's got to be it. Okay, command center gonna lift off again. The Ravager is pursuing the CC. We'll see if the same thing happens again, though. If the Ravager goes into the main and then the CC just elects to float down to the natural. The fact that MechaShark has got behavior like this that says, yeah, lift off that command center and float it to the natural. And oh my gosh, it is gonna be able to start rebuilding again. As, yeah, if Ender does the same thing, just keeps the Ravager in its main like it did last time. It's 78 supply, though, to 40 to 0. Literally 0 supply. Like, MechaShark is dead. Oh, it lifts off and it lands. Where's it going now? Okay, that wasn't the spot anymore. So it's going down there. Okay, the Roaches, the Ravagers, they're all just hanging out. Ender is 1-basing like a god. Heavily oversaturated on those refineries or those extractors, but I guess that's a bit of redundancy. If you got too many drones, may as well leave a few in the refineries in case a drone dies, I guess. Okay, so MechaShark going to produce another SCV, and here we go again. I think I'm going to fast forward at this point. Just a little bit of 2x speed. SCVs are rebuilding. Ender is long-distance mining as it refuses to build another hatchery. We're going to go through the dance of repairing the orbital once more. But as we've seen, MechaShark will start rebuilding if it's given enough time. It's going to repair that depot because, of course. I wonder if it'll continue building that starport. That's the question. If it could get out a Banshee, there's definitely a chance. Like Banshees with Cloak or something, but we're not going to see that. We'll see if it's going to build a refinery too. Yeah, of course it's going to. Doesn't need the gas, but it wants it. Going to build another refinery? No, it's sending an SCV. Will it build the starport? See, look at that. The fact that the bot has got the behavior to be like, yeah, finish that starport is fantastic. Just to be like, yeah, I need that. It's been sitting idle for 2 minutes, but I remember that's there. That's incredible programming. SCV gonna repair the refinery, runs out of money, turns around, goes back, rebuilds the refinery. Now got to repair the starport up. Now it's on creep, so it can't build a tech lab. So where's it gonna float that to? It can potentially build a Banshee, and that could potentially scare away any number of Roaches and Ravagers. There is a lair on the way at the 15-minute mark here for Ender. The Hellion harassing some drones. MechaShark saying, I see that. What do you see? Tell me what you're thinking right now. The Ravager tossing down crossbows. Another Hellion pops on out. Good thing that MechaShark didn't expand to this base, otherwise it would be covered in creep by now. It's building an armory. Unfortunately, it is not building any starport units. This Hellion can engage the Ravager. It's being repaired too. Another Hellion's on the way, so it may kill this Ravager, and it should kill it. I will strike at 1638, transition to Eternal Attack. What is Ender doing? It just destroyed its own drone and something else. There's a Dropper Lord moving around. The Roaches and Queens are hanging out here. Okay, I think that's gotta be it. Okay. Yeah, the Roaches and Ravagers are attacking on in. MechaShark really showed a lot of commitment here as it decides to fire up +1 weapons. If it built a Banshee, maybe it could have held on. But it did not. Oh my gosh, it just keeps crucifiling its own boys. Most of the units killed in this game by Ender. Most of the units killed in this game by Ender are by its own corrosive biles. It's still long distance mining. Space floating around. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I will say thanks so much to everyone for tuning in. It is building a tech lab. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the resources to do anything with that, so that will die. It's going to attempt to build another tech lab, because that's the problem. Yeah, that's got to be it. I will say thanks so much to everyone for tuning on in. I hope you enjoyed this this cast. I was recommended to fast forward this game past the 18-minute mark, and I kind of see why. Because, fun fact, this replay is over an hour, or is an hour long, which is the max for bot games. So this game is going to take an hour, and Ender is not going to clean it up. Not going to get the win. It's building a random spine crawler there. Building a spine crawler there. Gonna build another spine crawler there. What even is this behavior? Dropping banelings, building more spines. How many spines are you gonna build, Ender? What even is this? Why? Why? What is this bot doing? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. How is it gonna cover the entire map in spine crawlers? It's just spamming out creep tumors. Gonna lag the bejeebus out of the game. Because it hasn't killed a factory. It's long distance mining with some of its drones. Is this game a draw? Or does MechaShark get it? I'll strike at 2025. But how? It's building another spine crawler, by the way. It's spamming down corrosive biles. Oh my gosh, this is some top tier glitch. Where's the biles even coming from? Is it dropping a Ravager quickly to toss down biles? What's even in these? A baneling, a drone, 2 drones, and a drone. This is the sort of thing, it's like, the bot author knows exactly what's happening here after programming this. They're just like, yeah, it's just kind of doing whatever it's doing, you know? This is what happens when, this is the sort of thing that's going to happen with humanity. When humanity's extinct, Roombas are still going to be vacuuming the floor, but they'll have like vacuumed away all the carpet and just be digging through the earth. That sort of thing, you know? That's what Ender's doing right now. Is we're currently up to how many creep tumors? Just closing in on 400. I mean, I'm fast forwarding as much as I can, but believe it or not, it takes like 8 minutes to fast forward through an hour-long replay. 8 minutes and a bit, I believe. And so we got like 4 minutes to go before we see the end of this one. Thanks so much to everyone for tuning in. Hit that like button. I can't be mad that this game was suggested. This was fantastic. As Ender is long distance mining still. Why won't it build a hatchery? That's my question. It's got 4K resources. It doesn't long distance mine gas either. So it is limited by the gas it's got. If it built one corruptor and queued it around the map, that would be something. Who knows? Maybe this is the first time this has ever happened to Ender. Maybe Ender needs to have a bit of a check for this sort of situation. Just to build a corruptor and move it around the map when playing against Terrans. That could potentially end the game a little bit sooner. Maybe it wins regardless. I actually don't know the rules of a bot game. If it's like by disqualification or what. Yeah, it's interesting that Ender has not attacked these racks at all either. So it's not recognizing those. So it really does need something programmed as far as like end game behavior goes, because it's got to have something. Like, it's got to have a counter to a Terran bot that floats off and hangs out in the corner, or just lifts and unlifts buildings all over the place. Here's an idea for a Terran bot that could potentially really glitch out the enemy. And have like a Terran bot that just builds a command center in every corner of the map, researches building armor so that it can fit 15 SCVs in it, or 10, I believe it is, with building armor. Then just have it land and mine, and then as soon as an enemy unit lifts up, just lift up and float away. Transitioning to low wave. What does that mean? I will strike at 44. Transitioning to endgame. We're in the endgame now, 46 minutes into this. Oh, did that factory die? Oh, the factory died and I wasn't even watching. Oh, okay. The barracks are burning. How can we sleep when the barracks are burning? It's just the one racks. No more crows to bows for some reason. So it did kill the factory. It killed one of the racks, and it leaves the other one just hanging out. So close. Bunch of changelings keeping an eye on this racks. How many creep tumors we up to? I can't really tell. Okay, it's 2,000. 2,000 tumors. Oh my gosh. This is just nuts. I almost need to take a screenshot of the minimap of this and put it in the YouTube thumbnail. What a game this is. Thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in. Will we hit 100% creep coverage on this map? Every little hex? It's interesting, though. It's like, why does Ender say... I mean, there's definitely some logic to it, why it's got missed spaces for tumors. I guess maybe it can't put a tumor there? No, it should be able to. There's definitely some logic to why it misses. Well, there's complete logic to why it misses some places, just how it only wants to spread a certain distance. Why would the bot author possibly add a check to make us make a creep tumor if it's got nowhere else to go, just to go to the right or to the left? I mean, maybe that would help out in some situations. But anyway, the creep grows. We're approaching the hour-long mark. This has been a ride, that's for sure. And anyone who's stayed in the video long enough to watch just to watch this happen, I appreciate you, as this one barracks is hanging on. This is casting on hard mode. There's 100 drones, by the way, for Ender. 100 drones and no corruptors. It's almost long distance mined out this base. What base is it gonna long distance mine after that? I will strike at 5839. It's so confused. Where will you strike? Oh, it finds the racks, but it does not attack the racks. And we are in the final minute. This has been casting on hard mode, filling all this time. I didn't expect to have to do this in a bot game, but here we are, and we're in it to see the end. And Ender wins. Interesting. How Ender is given the win there. Makes total sense, of course. But if this was a regular game of Starcraft 2, it would have expired. It would have been a draw, I believe. No, it wouldn't, because Ender has kept mining and kept making things. If it kept going on further and further, eventually, say, Ender would have maxed out, stopped building things. And then, well, I guess it could have kept building overlords indefinitely, but the bot author might not have made it do that, although it was building one there, so who knows? If there wasn't a hard cap on the games by the AI, this game probably would have reached like the 11-hour mark, which I think is where a StarCraft 2 game ends regardless, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, thanks so much to everyone for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.